Okay, so last time I got the car on the ground and the car didn't start for some reason. Well, actually I know the reason. I messed up the secondary fuel table and I put it so it injects the fuel around 10 TPS, so around 10% throttle. And then something else happened with the throttle cable, and it was just holding the car around 6 TPS instead of having it at 0 TPS, so the car knows that it has to idle. So I flooded the engine, I removed the spark plugs, I've turned over the engine, I left it overnight without spark plugs, and I put new ones, and the car started, and I fixed the fuel table, of course. Now I have brakes, so now I've got front and back brakes. The handbrake is working, and what else? You can see all the bottles here are now full. So this one's the front, back one, and the clutch. What else? And it moves. So the car, once I started it, I put it in gear. There must be a short video of this car that I uploaded on YouTube that you can see that the car is moving. It goes in reverse, front, the thing just works perfectly. No leaks, no nothing. Let's go in the back. All the fuel lines, the brake lines, what I'm talking about, the brake lines. So let me explain a little bit how, I mean, most people will know, but for the people that don't know. So this is a brake pedal. On one side, there's one hydraulic. That works the front brakes. This one has another hydraulic pump. It works the back ones. So with this button here, I can turn it and it will actually, so as I'm turning now that red button, it will actually control the front and back, how much it should, it's actually adjusting the front and back brake pressure. And the handbrake is working as well. So today what I want to do, I want to finish the cable. So the ITB's pedal cable. So the one that I was using before, let me go and grab it. So this is the one that I was using before. If I'm not mistaken, this is I think for the handbrake for the RX-8 that goes on. It was working alright, but the thing is, I haven't got a lot of space on the back side. Let me show you, let me see if I can show you. So if you see there, when I had the old one, the RX-8 one, I had this one. This was too close to the engine, and like the bend that it was doing, so it was bending around like this much. Everything was just getting really messy under there. So this is like if I'm not mistaken, like a scooter, like a motorbike scooter ones. To be honest, I don't know. I don't really like this material. I think this is gonna burn. So I'm gonna test it out. The only reason I bought that is because I've got a lot of adjusting on the wires, so I can adjust it from there and from down there, and I can still use and these ones. So on the pedal has this adjustment, so I can bring it as much out. Like if you adjust this far out, then the cable will go, it will tense more. So when I'm going to put everything together, I need to put this as close as possible and then adjust it slowly. The only reason I'm doing this is not because, yeah, it is because of that bend, but it was mostly because it would only open the ITBs around 80%, so it wouldn't go 100% open throttle body. And the only reason it wouldn't do that is because I didn't have enough adjustment. So if you see here, this, I cannot bring it all the way down and adjust it, because then it hits other things. If I have it too up, then I lose other functions. So I was like, let's get this one, try it out and see. If I have problems with the heat, I'm gonna use this, but with some of the parts from this one. So I'm gonna finish that, get the PC out and check that the throttle body, TPS, everything's working perfectly. And once that's done, then I want to sit and adjust a little bit the primaries, the fuel primary table, to make it. I've already fixed like the low RPM TPS, but it needs just a bit more adjustment. Now I have everything connected, it already feels much better. So there's not a lot of like slack in between the wire and the pedal. So hopefully, I'm just going to turn ignition on, and we want this to become 100 or close, and then we'll fix it with the TPS, the blah 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 TPS, whatever it's called. Okay, that's good. Okay, so around 95%. Gonna go TPS pedal, calibrate 0, and then I can't. Let me see if I can do it. How do you? And I've calibrated the full pedal open. Let's see if it allows it. Oh, there it is. So now here should show 99, 100. Okay. So you see now that the TPS is like spiking to like 7.7% opening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back the idle screw, because like I said last time, there's no idle screw on. It's not necessary to be on. I'm going to open it slightly manually. I'm going to do the TPS again, and then see if it just shows 0 all the time. So I've added the idle screw and I've done the TPS thingy again, and now it's showing 2% open. So if I remove the idle screw now, this thing should read 0. See it? Now there's no play in the TPS section, nothing, and if I press this, I'm at 100%. You see how steady is the increase, where before it had that play. Alright, it doesn't go full. Let me see, why doesn't it go up to? Okay, I need to adjust that a bit, but that's not an issue. Alright, let me get everything ready and see if I can get it to reach 100%, and we'll play with the fuel table and get. Okay, so stinks of fuel, so let me mess around a little bit with the fuel table, and then I will let you know. you see that it's showing, see that green little line there? The TPS is staying open, so I need to see what I'm gonna do with that. The weather went from okay to completely shit. Look at this. It's raining. Slowly we're getting there. If you see now that 10 TPS it's working a bit better. Now I just need to fix from 20 up to like 50%, because after 50% the car starts to work alright. She's much smoother now on low RPM. Before I couldn't do this. Much better. I still got that issue. Don't understand why. So I'm gonna try and fix that as well. So I think that's a win. So I've got brakes. It moves. So the car runs fine, but I keep having issues with the TPS again. So and because it's playing around, it's jumping. The car is acting a bit funny on idle. So, but the rest is, I think I've got it. Like it climbs the RPM very smooth. So I'm going to show you in a bit. But first, I want to fix the TPS, and then I will tell you what the issue was. So I think I've got the issue. I've calibrated the TPS again. It looks normal, but we won't know until we start the thing. so that issue is done. Hopefully next time the weather is going to be a bit better, because now it's raining again. Look, I think you see on the window. I want to get rid of this floor. I want to put his forever floor. So I don't know, I might make it out of fiberglass, but I want to get this battery to where I want it to stay. So I don't really like it being next to the fuel tank. I'm gonna need a smaller one anyway, so I don't know. We're gonna see about that. And I need to start planning about where I'm gonna put the radiators. I know I said I'm gonna put them in the back, one on each side, and I'm still gonna do that. So I need to start finding all the pieces, everything that I need, so I can get this engine proper cooling, because now there's no cooling inside. Anyway, the engine is hurt. So if I put water in the engine, coolant in the engine, it's going to go into the housing. And it's because these engines, all rotaries, like every car, at some point it's going to need a gasket, a head gasket. This one has like rubber rings around the housing. So that was the only issue with this engine. The guy that I bought the car from told me that there was something wrong with the last piston. So once the guy said piston, and he didn't say rotary, or he didn't say apex seal or anything like that, I was like, okay. I told the guy, don't worry about it, I don't care, I'm just gonna come there, pick the car up and go. He didn't even know that the RX-8 came with rotary engines. He thought that it had a piston engine in it. So that was a bit weird. Yeah, slowly, but she drives, she stops. Nothing has broken yet. I will figure out the suspension, but I think I'm going to leave that for last. I'm just going to fix the rest of the car, get everything working, because the suspension is going to be a very complicated thing for me. I have never done anything like the rest of the car. I haven't done things like this before, like welding, fabricating stuff, but we learn as we go. So slowly I need to do the suspension, the back ones, front ones. There's still a lot of work to do, but we're close. We're really close.